Well, now in today's video, I'm going to be speaking on 3 points and 3 valuable lessons that I've learned from not drinking alcohol for 4 years and being completely sober. Now the reason I'm making this video is because I know that there's a lot of men out there who want to reduce their drinking or stop fully for that matter. Now I do promote a clean life because I promote a clean mind. I promote you being at your strongest version. I promote that you're relying on yourself without the need for anything to give you that fake sense of security, okay? Or that false hope of security. Now the first thing, right, 4 years after of being completely sober, right, that I've learned from not drinking is I've been able to learn how to rely on myself. Rely on myself. Now it has been a tough journey and it will continue to be a tough journey because that's the game of life, right? But if you want to be a man who can find peace, right, and tap into your most strongest, powerful version, you need to be able to rely on yourself. Too many men are relying on external variables to make them feel better, to take away their stresses, their pains, their insecurities, and they don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to do the groundwork to build their character, to grow their self-confidence in a real authentic way, right? Me taking alcohol in my life helped me rely fully on myself. I had to rely on who I was at that moment in time and build myself from the ground up, because alcohol for me was a crutch and it was a vice and it was something that I'd done to escape the pain that I was going through, okay? So the first thing I learned was to rely on myself. Now the second thing, right, that I've learned is I was filling a void. And men do this. They do it through different ways. They do it through maybe gambling, drinking, overeating food. It doesn't matter what it specifically is. The reason that we do that specific thing or we fall into that specific vice for you is because we're trying to fill a void and get that peaceful feeling from outside of ourselves. That's a very dangerous place to be in. That's going to mess up your body, your mind, and it's not going to give you the control of yourself that you need to walk on the path of self-mastery. So now I'm fully aware of that, right? And I have no voice to fill. The only mission I have to fulfill is the mission of my vision and stepping fully into the man that I want to be. My highest version that's linked with my highest values and standards. Right? I've learned me. I've learned what I truly want out of life. And I never could have done that before because my mind was clouded. My perspective was not there. It didn't have an element of truth inside of it. And I was falling into weakness each and every day. So men, make sure you're not trying to fill a void with drinking, with overeating. And if you are, check yourself so you know what's going on and rely on yourself as well. Right? The last thing that I've learned is the weakness of men. And the reason I can speak on this because I was weak. I'm not on here to tell you how much better I am than you. I'm here basically to understand and let you know that I've been where you've been. I've been at the most lowest points of life. Yeah, I guarantee it, right? I've felt a lot and I've seen a lot and I've been through a lot of shit. And I understand the weakness of men. And I understand why they fall into destructive habits that no longer serve them. Okay? Now I've learned that through taking action, being a man of my word, building my life up, building myself up, developing my character, integrity, honesty, and being a man to fulfill my mission. And in doing that from not drinking 4 years, I've realised how weak men are. How weak men are. They have no backbone, they have no structure, they have no standards. Maybe your self-confidence is extremely low, but we need to say it how it is. You're weak. Now once we identify that weakness inside of us, then we can make the change. But if you're going to continue to bullshit yourself and act like you're strong when you're weak, then you'll never be able to develop real authentic character. You'll be constantly playing the comparison game and faking and fronting and trying to be something you're not. Now, men, that's 3 things that I've learned from not drinking, but at a different angle. But again, I'm here to try and give you as much as I can, especially through breaking a habit that no longer served me for that length of time. But it's game changing. It's game changing for sure. But we're here to be leaders in our own life. And to be a leader in our own life, we cannot be controlled by things that no longer serve us. We cannot be brought down by dangerous vices. So man, if there's a habit that you really need to break, be honest with yourself. Okay? And do not fall into the weakness of men. You will make mistakes. Perfection does not exist. But we cannot fall into the weakness of man, because that will destroy you. You'll become complacent. Your minds and belief will be the exact same as everyone else's, and you'll not know who you really are. You'll not be able to see your highest vision. So here are 3 points that I've learned from not drinking and being sober for 4 years.